I know I haven't used very many colors, but I think Juvia'S, that's the name of the brand. Juvia'S Eyes. Fuck. Hey guys, so it is 12:43 a.m. So today's video is strictly about eyeshadow, and not just any eyeshadow, probably the most highly requested eyeshadows that I've ever had requested to me. And that is Juvia's Place. And Juvia's Place is a brand that I had never tried before, and I purchased these myself. They don't send to me or anything like that in PR. I have had request after request because I've heard time and time again from not just Nikki Tutorials, but other people all over saying that Juvia's Place has some of the highest quality, most amazing eyeshadows that are out there. There has been some controversy regarding the brand and their poor customer service. I did not have any poor customer service issues. I did feel like it took a little bit longer to ship, but my shipping was relatively average, I must say. So I can't give you any information there. I have heard that things have gotten better, but in the beginning of their business, because the demand was so high because of people like Nikki Tutorials talking about them, there were some issues with the shipping being really long, some people maybe not receiving their orders on time. As far as I understand, everything has been just fine recently. I haven't heard anything negative at all. There are discount codes. I think Nikki has one. I don't, but I'm just going to be playing with Juvia's Place eyeshadows today. I have no rhyme, no reason. I'm not going to take this too in-depth. This isn't going to be like a super in-depth review. I want to see how they perform, what kind of eye look I can create with them, and I'll show you the palettes and talk to you about pricing and everything like that. And we're just going to get into the nitty-gritty of Juvia's Place. So I am super excited. These look beautiful, and when I've seen other people using them, I'm impressed. So I hope I am impressed today when I try them. Before we get into the video, if you have not yet, you right now watching, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just do it. Click that button. It doesn't hurt you, but it helps me. I upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Generally, I also post all the time on Instagram and Twitter, so make sure you guys go follow there if you're looking for updates or anything like that. And let's play with some eyeshadow. So I bought 4 different eyeshadow palettes from Juvia's, but I actually bought a bundle. What I did not realize when I purchased these is that I actually paid more in the bundle because it came with brushes. For some reason, when I was getting these, I just bought the bundle. I didn't even think about it, but I would have paid like almost $25 less if I didn't get the bundle, so it didn't save me any money. Basically, these palettes are either $20 or $21 a piece. In each palette, you get a different amount of eyeshadow. So this is the Nubian, and I believe this is one of their first palettes. I could be incorrect there, but this is what it looks like. I'll flip it over so you guys can see it the right way up. This one, obviously, neutral tone palette. You get 12 different eyeshadow shades in here, and the pans are a lot smaller in this than the ones I'm about to show you. In the bundle, I also received the Saharan, and that is this palette here. This one also comes with 12 different shades. And then these ones have larger pans and less shades. This is the Saharan 2. That's what we're looking at. This one intrigues me the most of all of them. This is the Zulu palette. And this is what it looks like. Oh my God. My nails are so bad. Don't look at them. I know. I need to go get them done. This is the Zulu palette. So again, those range either from $20 or $21. If I had purchased them all, I think I would have paid like $82 if I had just purchased the palettes. But for some reason, I paid $105 and it came with 3 brushes that I don't see myself using, which I don't know why I did that. I must not have done the math in my head. I must have just seen the bundle and be like, that's cheaper, and pushed purchase, which is stupid because again, those brushes, I have so many right here that I reach for on the daily. Those aren't going to be probably added to my collection. Okay, so I am priming my eyelids with the ColourPop No Filter Concealer as always. This is always what I use, so I know how it performs. I know how eyeshadows perform on top of it, so it's not going to be a surprise. So I definitely want to try the Zulu palette. I just think it's so stunning. I have no idea what colors I want to try out of it. I've really wanted to do like pink and teal. I think that would look so neat with like a really teal waterline. I think I'm just gonna do it. And all right, so I just dipped in, and this is what I get on my eyeshadow brush right here. Wow, that is a lot. Oh, pigment. My goodness gracious. Wow, that was one tiny little dip into that. Okay, well that blended out instantly. I am really impressed. The pigment on this is really strong. I mean, like you can see. If you flip your brush upside down like this, the tip of the brush has the color on it, but the base of the brush doesn't. So it almost, you're using the base of the brush to do the blending for you. This is the Smith Cosmetics 232 brush, which is a really great crease blender if you want that transition shade down to be really softly blown out. I think this is a really nice brush for that. This is one of those eye looks that you're gonna have to just trust me, because until the very end it's going to look very sloppy, I would imagine. I'm not gonna be able to test out all these palettes in one video, obviously. I think I'm really just gonna be able to use the Zulu in this one. I wanna be doing more tutorials, and I really enjoyed doing that one, you know, really overly pink look for you guys recently. It's fun is that I have all these really amazing eyeshadows. I don't have much of a review on this yet, other than to say, wow, so far the pigmentation on this is, it can't be denied. I'm gonna take this shade from the Saharan 2 right here in the middle. That one is sort of like a deep burgundy shade, and I just wanna deepen up the crease a bit on this guy. While keeping it in the red and pinky family, I wanna definitely deepen up that crease area a bit. I've seen Nikki use it, and you know, you can see how things perform on YouTube, but sometimes you see things online and then you try them out and you're not as impressed, but my God, that is not the case here. I think that color actually complements this really well and deepens up the crease really nicely. So I've got that pink shade down. It looks so sloppy right now, and it probably will until the very end, but you know, shit happens. All right, so this is my Bodyography Pro flat shader brush. Everyone has different brushes that they like for cutting the crease. This is the one I like because it works, and I like things that work. I think the crease I'm gonna cut with this guy is going to be a full rounded out half moon. I know some people hate cut creases because they feel like they're unwearable, but I have to so disagree with that. They look as wearable as any other eyeshadow look. It almost just looks like you tried harder on your eyeshadow in a way. And they're not hard because you just use the brush to your advantage. Like, use the curvature of the tip of the brush to get in those areas that you need. You don't need to have a very steady hand. And it doesn't even have to be perfect. And see how these do not look identical, but once you get the lashes on and once you get the whole thing put together, it doesn't need to be identical. And I think that's where a lot of people get stressed out. They feel like they need to be absolutely amazing with their eyeshadow and have identical cut creases, and while that's nice to have, like, at the end of the day, nobody's paying that close of attention to the shape of your cut crease, you know? Then I'm taking my little favorite brush. This is my Make Prediction Precise Blender. It looks dirty, but I just used my color switch on it, so that's just a staining. And I'm going to actually dip into this shade here from the Zulu palette. All right, and I got a lot of that color down on the inner and outer, but I can't get to the very edge of that crease because it'll start to fluff into that pink and change the color. So what I'm gonna do is take my Bodyography Pro flat shader brush, the one that I just used to apply the cut crease, load up that brush with the pigment, and then I'm going to stamp it right up to the edge there. I didn't know what kind of fallout these were gonna have, if they were gonna have any, if it was gonna be messy at all. So if that's the case and I don't know the eyeshadow and I'm not familiar with it, I always do my eyes first. And in fact, lately, even if I am a little bit familiar, I still prefer to do my eyes first because I just always get a little bit of fallout. It doesn't matter how careful I am, it just looks much cleaner. And when I do my eyes first, I can be messy ass bitch and I don't have to worry about it. And now I'm gonna go in with the same brush and I'm going to dip into this shade here and I'm going to place that in the middle of my eye. So far, and I'll obviously give my full final thoughts at the end, but so far I can safely say that these are some of the best eyeshadows I've ever used. And you may wonder sometimes when you're looking at other people's videos, because I have, like, can they really be that good? The answer is yes, absolutely they can. These are so far stunning. Just, they're so easy to work with. The pigmentation is unbelievable. It's there immediately upon first application. I'm not struggling at all. I want to take this from the other palette. This is the Saharan 2, and I think I want to take that right into the center. I want some really spiky lashes today. Yeah. I'm taking a little bit of this shade right here, and this is from the Saharan, and I just patted a little bit of that in the center just to really add that like globe shape to the eye. Ooh, I have an idea that might be kind of cool for eyeliner. I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Fly Liner, and I am going to apply a wing liner, and I'm going to do pink wing here, and then it's going to transition into teal on the outside. I think that would look really, really cool. This liner, I drew it on my hand, and I'm using this first just to give a black base, but I drew it on my hand and it's shiny, which I don't love. All right, so I've got the one wing on. You know, I normally struggle a lot more with wing liner than I just did, so maybe this did help me. All right, so I'm gonna dip into that same pink shade, and I'm going to stamp that over the black liner that we just did. This is the Furless Cosmetics and It's Likely Makeup collab. This is the Pro 2M. Over the black, this definitely doesn't wanna like be full pigment, which I'm not surprised. I think if this were a gel liner, it probably would have worked better, but it'll give a hint of pink. It definitely won't look as harsh. All right, now I'm gonna do the same with the teal. I think this was kind of a bust of an idea, but it gives a hint of color to it, so where it's not just like a black liner. I think that looks pretty neat. It looks very muted. It looks really intentional. I think in person it definitely comes off better than it does on camera, but as you can see, when I do put this over, it looks like a really soft, muted liner instead of being overly harsh. I think that looks kind of cool actually. Looks definitely, it almost looks like kind of 80s. That's cool. I like that. Okay, so I've got that liner down, and now I am going to toss on a pair of really spiky lashes, and I will be right back. I'm probably have the rest of my base done when I come back, and then I am going to finish off the bottom of my eyes, and then I'm gonna give you guys my final thoughts on Juvia's Place and talk to you about everything, so BRB. I used the Milk Blur Liquid Foundation again. I used that in a first impressions video I will link here recently. I also used the Milk Contour Stick. I have no highlighter on or anything. I'm gonna do that at the end. And then the Milk Flex Concealer, and that's where we're at today. And I'm liking the way it looks, except for this one pimple right here that I recently popped and now it won't cover. So we're just gonna fucking move on from that. So I'm gonna take that teal color again, and I'm gonna run that under my eyes because I wanna do a really teal lower lash line. And it may not look very bright right now, but when I do my waterline with a really bright blue in there, I think it'll really add a lot. Because this color is definitely not like the tealiest of teal. This one's a lot more, it's got a more green hue to it. The top looks like it because I added that blue shimmer shade. I think I'm gonna take a little bit of that shimmer and just kind of pop it over there just to match the color up a bit. I also like a shimmery lower lash line. This is the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil, and this is in the shade Unlimited Blue. Yes, bitch. These are so cool because they can be used as eye pencils, lip pencils, anything. They are completely universal. Ooh, yes. I like that a lot. All right, I think I'm gonna take one additional eyeshadow and put it on my inner corner, and I think that's gonna be this shade here again. And I'm just going to pat that on my inner corner. I'm gonna take a little lightning dust from this, and this is the lightning dust and fire crystal, and I'm gonna use this one because that is a really beautiful highlight. It's my favorite of all the Fenty highlighters. All right, I just tossed on a nude lipstick because this is not a lipstick review. This is a Juvia's Place review. So I am going to give you my final thoughts on the eyeshadow palette. Now, I only use the Zulu today, but so far from first impressions, Juvia's Place in general, wow, I am very pleasantly surprised. These eyeshadows blended out like a dream. The pigmentation is unreal. I know this eyeshadow look may not be for everybody, but I really like it. It's just fun. I don't take eyeshadow all that seriously. Sometimes it's just fun to play with color, and that's what I wanted to do today. And I wanted to really play off of the pink and teal vibe. Price is so right too. $20 or $21 for these. I wouldn't do the bundle unless you want the brushes, but I find that those brushes are just a little bulky for me. But $21 for an eyeshadow palette with this amazing of pigmentation, lots of different amazing colors. Like, look at some of these colors, are so vibrant. I feel like the formula on these is fantastic. I feel like the shimmers are shimmery and the mattes are very pigmented and buttery and glidey. They don't have overly amounts of fallout. I didn't find that they cling in any weird areas. I feel like the blend is seamless on all of it. I feel like it's a win across the board. This is a very beautiful, beautiful formula of eyeshadows. I feel like it's very similar in formula to like Sugar Pill, let's say, in the way that you dip your brush in, you get a heavy load of pigment on your brush, but not puffing out into the universe, which I really hate. I hate it when you have an eyeshadow and it's got incredible pigment, but you waste so much of it in fallout and kickback and all of that. And I don't feel that to be the case at all with these products. They're highly amazing. Of course, this is only my first impression. I've only used them this one time, but I've seen nothing but positive things about it online, and I would have to agree with everything that I've seen so far. Let me know, have you guys tried any of these that you're just absolutely obsessed with, or things that you don't love? I definitely see colors in here that I want to play with. I think this is so unique and beautiful. This really catches my eye. I really want to try this black to see if it's nice and pigmented and if it works really well. The Zulu I thought was amazing, and I thought was so pigmented. And again, these do just really remind me of Sugar Pill shadows. The pans are huge, so you can see it compared to next to my hand. Instead of like a normal tiny little dime-sized eyeshadow pan, we've got these large pans here, so you're not going to run through these quickly. All of these performed really beautifully. I am not upset at any of it. I think that products like these are a testament to the fact that you can create high quality products for a really, really low price tag. I want to use the makeup that I have more, so more tutorials will be coming, but you guys really seem to like the last creative video, so that makes me so happy. Thank you guys for watching it and for being, you know, supportive and commenting and things like that, because sometimes I'm so confused on whether or not I want to do creative videos because I was like, oh, well, people didn't really love tutorials. If you guys like the creative videos, I love filming them, so I am so happy to do so. And I am definitely going to be using these in the future. I also want to use my Sugar Pill shadows again because they just sit there and they're so beautiful and they're so pigmented and amazing. And I want to create some like bomb ass looks. Like, I really enjoy doing eyeshadow. It's my favorite part of makeup application. It just, nothing else can compare to eyeshadow for me. It's just my favorite. I hope you guys like these style videos, and I'm so impressed with Juvia's Place. And if you guys do want to save some money, I will put Nikki's code down below. I don't know of anybody else that has a Juvia's Place code. I don't have one, but if you do want to save some money, I forgot to use Nikki's code when I ordered, which would have saved me some money. But I think it's like maybe 10 or 15 or 20% off. I'm not exactly sure. I'll link all the palettes that I used today as well. I'll link the bundle pack down there too, but I honestly have zero negatives. None. How's that possible? I hope you guys like this look, and I hope you guys like this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You guys can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I post there all the time. Instagram stories are like my favorite, so it's basically completely switched from Snapchat. I don't use Snapchat anymore, but everything's on Insta stories. I talk about all my stuff there. I show my cats there a lot, and any silly shit that I may be up to. I also show remodel stuff. So if you guys are interested in all that, definitely go follow on Instagram and follow along the stories, because I have in my highlights on Instagram, I have a remodel section, I have a cat section, and I really update my highlights every single day to make sure that if you guys have missed anything pertinent, that I didn't get highlights till like last month, but it's all in there, so you guys can go look. Yeah, definitely go follow there, and I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you at my next video. Bye! Hey guys, so it is so zitty, and I didn't want to just get regular cream. I wanted it to be a hint of sweet. Okay, it's only 5 grams of carbs, so sue me. I just said carbs. Carbs. This is it on my chin. Is about to make me insane. I don't know what the flicking crap is, but it's making me nuts. Tonight, this morning, I'm gonna go to bed at like 2 o'clock in the morning, I feel like. Yeah, it's this fucking door won't shut. Huh? No, it won't shut. And I need to shut it because Maddie comes in here. Can't wait to get this house remodeled. Those fucking doors don't shut. Or they don't open. Did IHOP actually do that? Am I orange? Alright, kids. Sweater's coming off. Singing girl is singing right now. It is late, sweetheart. Go to bed. But I definitely want to use these again in the future. I want to be doing Moo Tutu while keeping it in that like pinky, reddy family. Family? So I think what I'm gonna that's my shimmer. I am like super colorful, like wearing a red shirt with pink and blue eyeshadow. I mean, at this point, fuck it. Do I need a wing? I know I haven't used very many colors, but I think Juvia's Eyes. That's the name of the brand. Juvia's Eyes. Fuck. I think Juvia's place can... fucking hell. I'm just gonna leave that. Oh, it's in my eyes. Oh, bro. I can see the green in my eyes. I can see it in my eyes. I know that it doesn't go with my red shirt, though. But I also don't care. Ugh, how annoying. BRB, let me do my fucking brows. No, this is just recording me browsing on my phone. La 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 la.